in our Philosophy 100 class, Problems of Philosophy, the instructor typically will look at different problems that have arisen in philosophy historically. And one of the problems that we're going to look at in our class is the question, does human life have any purpose? And does the universe have any purpose or order? Sort of the question that the existentialists most famously address directly. And so these plays are an excellent opportunity to really think about that in a vibrant way. We're really lucky that they're being done together this semester. Because you see, you know, Shakespeare's vision is a vision of a very, I almost said ordered world, but a world where there's at least meant to be a certain order and purpose for the world. Obviously something's rotten in Denmark, things have gone wrong, but the very fact that they can go wrong means that there's a right to it all. And Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead portrays, arguably, a world in which the protagonists are unable to find any order. Even in the opening scene, it seems they can't find a reliable disorder. And yet they're in the same world, it seems, right? The same events are surrounding them, they're talking to each other. And I think all of us feel like this. You know, we might have somebody who believes the world's more or less purposeful than we do. And we're in the same world together, but we're seeing it very differently. So it's a really excellent opportunity to sort of see those two worlds coexisting and ask ourselves, what reasons do we have to believe that, you know, the world as Shakespeare understands it is the way the world is, or what reason do we have to believe the way the world as Stoppard is, or at least in this play, portraying it, is, if the world is like that, you know, do we have any, now as philosophers, do we have any reason to think one is more compelling a picture of maybe the way our lives and the way we live them can be expected to pan out, let's say. If you want to ask these questions in a deep way, you wouldn't be able to do it as well just with a lecture. I think that's certain, because in the end, for that, you know, philosophy at least is really about having that deep impulse inside to start questioning and asking those really big questions. Why am I here? Do I have a purpose? Does the universe have a purpose? Am I free? And so on. And it's easy to tell somebody you should ask those questions, but you don't really feel, you know, it's partly a motivational thing. You don't really feel that impulse to push yourself to ask ask those kind of questions in a deep way, unless you're really feeling that. And it really, nothing is quite like theater for engaging us and making us sympathetically feel those kind of, you know, sympathetically feel what the actors are going through, and then in this case, feel sort of the import of those questions.